Hyperthermia, prevention, recognition, and treatment. CNA monthly training, CHDC, August of 2024. It's that time of year. It's rapidly becoming uncomfortably hot to be outside. For most of us, it can be uncomfortable, but for many of the individuals at CHDC, it could be dangerous. This presentation will deal with some of the ways we can keep everyone safe and still be able to enjoy some of the outdoors. What is hyperthermia? Hypothermia is an abnormally high body temperature or overheating. It's the opposite of hypothermia, when your body is too cold. Hyperthermia occurs when your body absorbs or generates more heat than it can release. A human's normal body temperature is about 98.6 Fahrenheit. Any body temperature above 99 or 100 degrees Fahrenheit is too warm. Hyperthermia is usually the result of overexertion in hot, humid conditions. Most forms of hyperthermia are preventable. Hyperthermia describes a group of heat illnesses that include, from least to most severe, heat cramps. Muscle cramps can occur if you lose a lot of electrolytes. That's the loss of salts and other important substances in your body fluids through sweating. Heat cramps often occur in your arms, hands, lower legs, and feet. Heat exhaustion is more serious than heat cramps. Your body temperature may be as high as 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat exhaustion can lead to heat stroke. Heat rash. If you sweat a lot in hot, humid weather, you might develop a skin irritation called heat rash. It looks like a cluster of small red pimples or blisters. Heat rash usually develops in your elbow crease, under your breasts, near your groin, or on your upper chest and neck. Heat stress. Occupational heat stress can occur if you have a job when you work in hot conditions. Examples include construction workers and yard crews. Heat stress can lead to heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Heat stroke is the most severe form of hypothermia. It's a life-threatening condition that causes your body temperature to rise above 104 degrees Fahrenheit. How are heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and heat rash and heat stress treated? If you experience mild to moderate heat illness symptoms, you should first stop physical activity and rest in a cool, well-ventilated environment. Remove heavy or tight clothing. Drink slightly salty beverages to replace lost electrolytes. You can have sports drinks or water with a few teaspoons of salt mixed in. Avoid caffeinated beverages while you're in hot weather. Apply a cool compress to your skin. Keep irritated skin dry. Apply powder or ointment to reduce discomfort from a rash. And gently stretch any muscles that are cramping. Malignant hyperthermia is a genetic condition that can make you susceptible to hyperthermia if you receive a specific combination of sedatives and anesthesia for medical procedures. If you have this condition, your body temperature can spike dangerously during or after surgery. People with malignant hypothermia might have a reaction the first time they're exposed to certain medications, but it's more common after several exposures. Who gets hyperthermia? Anyone can get a heat illness, but you're especially at high risk if you are A. Dehydrated, are over 65 or under 4 years old, if you excessively consume alcohol, if you have an electrolyte imbalance, if you have certain diseases that affect your ability to sweat, such as cystic fibrosis, if you have certain medical conditions such as problems with your heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, thyroid, or blood vessels, or are overweight or underweight, if you take certain medications such as diuretics, stimulants, sedatives, tranquilizers, or heart and blood pressure medications, or if you wear heavy or tight clothing in hot weather. This will illustrate 4 different keys to keeping people safe in hot temperatures. First of all, hydration. Everyone needs adequate liquids to keep our body resistant to hypothermia. However, it's difficult sometimes to get our individuals to drink adequate water, liquids, especially if they require thickened liquids. While water is typically first choice, sometimes our individuals will prefer flavored water or sports drinks as an alternative. If thickened liquids are required for an individual's diets, they must be thickened each time liquids are served, but options are available. Crystal Light and Fruit Punch or lemonade and sugar-free or regular Powerade are available from the CHDC storeroom for our individuals' use. As a reminder, when you're thirsty, our individuals are also probably thirsty. Keep the liquids coming all the time, especially in hot weather. The second key to keeping people safe in hot temperatures is heat acclimatization. Some springs don't wait long to turn into hot summers, and sometimes seems like fall isn't fall until mid-October. The first hot spell can be the hardest, so keep that in mind when out and about. Our nurses will direct when classes and outside activities are limited for specific individuals served. Another way to keep people safe in hot temperatures is to be aware of work-to-rest ratio. This denotes that all people outside in hot weather have adequate breaks when body temperatures and liquid intake can occur to allow the body to recover. It is especially important that supervision of all individuals is maintained to ensure that everyone is inside safely during hot temps. The last key to keeping people safe in hot temperatures is their level of fitness. Every staff person should be knowledgeable of the specific physical conditions of their individuals. Some individuals will require more sheltering during hot or cold outside temperatures than others. Along with fitness level, we need to ensure that our individuals are appropriately dressed for weather conditions when outside. Symptoms of hypothermia: blurred vision, cramping up, especially in your feet, calves, thighs, hands, or arms. The cramps might feel painful or tense. Nausea or vomiting. Not feeling well, lightheadedness or feeling like you might faint. Feeling like you have a fever. Low blood pressure. Fast breathing or fast heart rate, and then headache and extreme fatigue. Heat stroke is an extreme reaction to prolonged excessive heat that can result in death. Internal temperature will be 105 degrees Fahrenheit or greater, with central nervous system and organ failure likely. Symptoms of heat stroke may be like those of heat exhaustion, but they may also include anhidrosis, which is dry skin that doesn't sweat, problems with balance, delirium, which is confusion or disorientation, hot flushed skin or very pale skin, lower high blood pressure, seizures. People with heat stroke can develop shock, slip into coma, experience organ failure, or die. If you or someone else experiences symptoms of heat stroke, seek immediate medical attention. Treatment of heat stroke is best done quickly. With heat stroke, you have 30 minutes to reduce body temperature to 104 degrees Fahrenheit or lower before permanent damage or death occurs. You must cool the body with cold water or ice bath immediately, or mist them with water and blow air across their bodies to provide evaporative cooling. You can apply ice packs to the neck, groin, and armpits. Avoid giving any medications, including aspirin and acetaminophen. Obtain an AED just to be sure, and definitely call EMS. Start CPR if the individual becomes unresponsive with no signs of life, and use the AED. At the conclusion of this presentation, make sure you complete the test and submit it for grading or credit. If you have any questions, call Staff Development at extension 267. Let us know if you have any suggestions for future monthly trainings. Thanks, y'all.